Uh, Welcome my dear students. Today I am going to explaining part C program. You have to give more attention on this part C programs. Okay, so let us see what is a part C. First program: create an applet to implement simple calculator. So we have to develop applet program for your simple calculator. The integer data are to be entered through the text box, and the operation that is performed, operator plus minus multiplication division, to be given through command buttons. So this has to be processed through from the buttons. When the user press the compute button, result should be displayed. When the user pressed compute button, the result should be displayed. And one more two condition is given: do the validation for empty boxes for numbers. So if you have entered the empty box, it has to give the validations. Okay, handle division by 0 errors. Even it is as to handle by the division by 0 by something 0, something by 0 infinity, right? Something by 0 is called as division by 0 error. Okay, now for doing this, let us see what are the packages I am using. Import java.math.star. I am using mathematical packages. Import java.lang.star. This is the language packages we are including. Import java.applet.star. We are doing the applet program, hence it is required. And next, even if you are doing the applet program, we have to import this package. Import java.awt.star. Abstract window toolkit. This is also very important packages, and also this event packages. Import java.awt.event.star. Okay, so this event package is also you have to supposed to import it. Now you are writing applet code. Okay, so applet tag, here the code you are passing as class file. Please observe here, applet1.class file. Now, so this must be included in your program. This comment line should be present. If it is not present, it won't execute. Okay, applet tag is very important. Now you are writing the class. What is the name of the class? Class name is, I am declaring the class as public, and the name of the class is applet1. Applet1 means applet1. Extends, it is inheriting the features of applet. Okay, now you are creating the objects. You are declaring the objects, label objects. Okay, label num1, num2, operator and result. So you have declared label objects. What are the label objects? Num1, num2, operator as well as result. Okay, for these labels you are taking, for the num1 enter the first number, and num2 enter the second number. For operator enter your operator, and for result it has to display the result is. Okay, so for that you are taking this label object. So in to display the text field in front of labels, we have to use text field object, text box object. Okay, to declare the text box object, we have to take the class text field. So we are declaring here the text field objects. What is the text field object? Txt num1, text box 1. Okay, text num1 means text box 1. Txt num2, text box 2. Txt operator for the operator text box, and text result for the displaying the result. It is showing 4 text boxes are required. This text box, if you are taking, means you have to use a text field class, right? So what are the 4 text field you have declared? Text num1, text num2, text operator and the text result. Now you are defining the button object. You are declaring the button object. Button object name is you have declared as submit. Okay, now we are writing public void init method. By using this init method, you are initializing whatever the values you have to supposed to initialize. First, I am setting the layout. Here I am setting the layout as new grid layout. Grid layout means information will be appear in the form of rows and columns. Okay, set layout new grid layout 5,1. So 5 rows and 1 column. Okay, it must consist of 5 rows and 1 column. Now we will see what exactly we are doing. Num1, what is num1? Your label. You are creating the label. Num1 is equal to new label. Here you are writing the string as what is the message to be displayed. Enter the first number. So in front of label, it has to display the text field, right? Immediately I am creating the text field. Please observe here, text num1 is the text field. Text num1 is equal to new text field of 2. You are specifying the width as 2. Okay, so it will accept any number of width. It is not at all a problem. It is specifying the column as 2 only. Okay, and next, in the next line, in the next row, you are creating the next new label num2. Num2 is equal to new label of enter the second number. Enter the second number. So in front of that, you have to supposed to place. Okay, so for that it is display. Okay, so actually what you are doing, can I draw? Is it possible to draw? No problem. Now you are displaying the label. That label is displaying as enter the second number. In front of that, you have to create a text field. Text num2 is equal to new text field, right? You are creating, and hence just a minute, I will try to check. Okay, these are not, this here pencil is there. Okay, let me take. So according to this, it first display, sorry, okay, so here, please observe here, first it will display enter first number. Enter first number, it will be displayed. In front of that, you have to create the text box, right? So text field will be appear like this. Okay, text field will be appear like this. So that is the purpose of this one. Okay, and next you are writing enter second number. Enter second number, right? It is displaying like this. Please observe here. Just a minute. View. We take text box. Whether it will appear? Yes. So likewise, it will appear. Okay. Text box is appearing. Text box is appearing here, right? So likewise you are doing. Next, what you are doing? Text num is equal to new text field, right? You are creating the label and the text field. Okay. Enter the operator. Now you are creating the one more label. Enter the operator. Okay. Yes. For that, first you are writing enter the operator. So we have to place a text field, right? In front of that, a text field is required. Text operator object is there. You are creating that new text field of 2. So whenever you create, it will create it. Okay, comments, yes, comments is there, right? Here it will come as a text field. Got it? And next one is result. The result is, so first it will display the result, the label. Result is equal to new label. You are creating the label. The value should be appear as the result is. Okay, so the result is will be appear. In front of that, what you have to supposed to create? You have to create the text field. So that is why you are creating here. Okay, so here creating this, what you are creating now, please observe here, text result is equal to new text field. So in front of that, you are creating one text field. So hence it will come a text field. Okay, text box will be appear, right? Next, afterwards, what you are doing? You are creating a button with compute. Okay, so now you are placing one button. means I am just giving an idea. Okay, don't think of it, it is for your understanding purpose what actually here happening. And now you are creating one text box. Let me take this button as a button. I'm taking this as a button. Okay, here it will display the text as, just a minute, here it will display the text as compute. Okay, it will be appear as compute. Clear? Yes. Now just understand. Let me understand, this is the only I am taking. Okay, for your already understand, right? So let me take, this is the button, this button is appear with compute. What is the text should appear? Compute. Okay, so you are creating the button is appear with the text as compute. Now when you click, please observe here, this is anonymous in our class. Just now we have explained in your last topic, this is anonymous inner class. Please observe here, if you click this compute button, submit, what is this submit? This compute button, right? Submit dot add action listeners, some of the event has to be generated. What are the event has to be generated? We are specifying submit dot add action listeners, new action listeners. So if you want to generate the event, you are using these listeners. If this listeners has to be work, then this method has to be supposed to provide. Okay, public void action performed, public void action performed, action event AE, action event AE. So here it is open, please make a note, this is an anonymous inner class. Now you are writing the try catch block, you are starting the try block and we are processing now. So here first we are declaring one variable, int result is equal to 0, string result 1 is equal to double quotation. Okay, here we are declaring two variables, int result is equal to 0, string result 1 is equal to double quotation. Now please observe here, text num1 dot get text. So what is the text num1? This is the text num1, right? This is text num1, text num2, text operator, text result. Got it? Yes. So whatever the value you have entered in that text num1 field, you are by using this get text means you are accessing whenever you are accessing the value from that text field, it is acting as a string. You are forcefully converting into integer and you are storing in the variable integer n1. In the same sense, you are accessing the value of text num2, text field, text box 2. You are using get text method. You are accessing, while accessing it is a string. This string is forcefully converting into integer and storing in n2. Okay, yes. Next you are defining one more string variable. The string variable is s. For this s you are accessing, please observe here, text op dot, what is the text op? Third text field. So this is the text op, right? Operator. So whatever the operator you are enter, you are accessing that text and it is a string, so you are storing in s. Now for processing, I am declaring one character variable, character op. Now please observe here, op is equal to s. S means whatever the value you have entered in that text field, text operator field, right? Okay. Now s dot character of 0, whatever the value present at 0th location, it will be stored in character variable op. And now I am writing the condition, if op equal to plus, I am comparing. Okay, if suppose if I enter here it is a plus in the operator, if I enter the operator as a plus, then it is compares plus equal to plus, right? That is why we have specified in the character, right? If it is a true, then I am processing result is equal to n1 plus n2, result is equal to n1 plus n2, n1 value, n2 value is the text num1 value, text num2 value, and I am storing result 1 is equal to integer dot to string result. So I am converting this result into string, okay, and stored in the variable result 1. Else if operator is minus, operator equal to minus, if I enter the operator as minus, result is processing n1 minus n2 and result 1 is equal to integer dot to string result. Same thing, we are converting the final result into string. And else if the operator equal to star, it will result is n1 into n2 and you are converting integer dot to string of result. Okay, and next else if operator equal to by, okay, If you are using this division, please observe try result is equal to, once again we are writing try catch block, result is equal to n1 by n2, result 1 is equal to integer dot to string. If any error is occurred, then it will show as arithmetic exception, that is an error. Okay, that is I am specifying as an arithmetic exception. That means 0 by something is 0, something by 0 is infinity. Automatically it will give as error. So it has the validation asked for in your program, hence we are specifying. Okay, else if you enter any other operator other than above, it will show as a wrong operator. Okay, so that you are specifying within this void action performed method, and void action performed method it is happen. Okay, afterwards not yet it is finished, please observe you are setting the value text result. What is the text result? Text result is this value, this text box. In that text box you are setting the text as a result 1. Whatever the value in the result 1, that value will be setted in this text field. Okay, and next if any error occurs, in this try block, automatically it has to supposed to go for catch block. Here number format exception we are taken, number format exception n. Here we are specifying text num1 dot set text fill all the fields, text num2 means your text box fill all the fields, text op means your operator fill all the fields, text result dot set text it has to supposed to show fill all the fields. So here your method is close, catch block is closing, try block is closing, here your listener is closing, sorry, void perform action method is closing here, and here your listeners are closing, you are calling that listeners. Okay, so this is called as an anonymous in our class. Afterwards you have to add, this order is very very important, please observe here. You are adding these components to this container. Okay, add num1 means your label, and after that you are adding text num1. In front of it is displaying one text field, that is the text num1, and add num2 you are adding the label, enter the second number, add text num2 means you are adding one text field. Okay, add operator it is a label, and add text operator means in front of it will display one operator, text field. Add result you are adding the label result is, and add text result in front of it is displaying one text field. And finally you are adding submit button, compute button is the button will be added with the value compute. Okay, yes, so please observe afterwards here your program ends, and your program ends. Afterwards you are compiling your program and you are seeing the result. Okay, let me show you this program compilation and running. So already I am having here part C. This is my code. I am opening it with Notepad++. So this is our program, 5 rows and 1 columns, right? So please give more attention. This is for 35 marks. Okay, this is for 35 marks, and it is very very important, hence you have to give more attention on these programs. Okay, yes, let us save as and ensure that where we have to supposed to save, we have to save in your C directory JDK 1.4 bin. Okay, applet1.java. okay, save it and reduce it, and take your command prompt, go to your command prompt and cd slash, now alt enter java c, login into your directory JDK 1.4 /bin. Yes, now compile it, java c aplt1.java. So there is no error. Now I am running my program java aplt1. Whether it is right? No. Then how to run? applet weaver aplt1.java. So whenever we run that program, it is showing like this. I am showing you, it is displaying. First I will check whether the validation is setted or not. If I click the compute button, it will show fill all the fields, right? Clear? Yes, now I am filling 10 and I am clicking the compute. If I click filling 10 and place the blank, if I click the compute, it is not possible, right? I'm entering the value as 10, I'm entering the value as 20, I'm entering the operator as plus. Now you are seeing the compute operation 30. If I make it as a minus, I'm computing minus 10. If I did the multiplication, compute will be possible. If I make the division, it is showing as a 0, right? And if I take it as a percentile, it is showing as wrong operator, correct? So likewise you can execute this program. Hope you understand, but give more attention on these programs, okay, because it is of 35 marks. If you want to pass in our lab, you have to score 35 marks, not as a 28 marks. Got it? Hope you understand this program. Please go through twice this program, you will easily understand. Okay, it is a very easy program and it is easy to execute. Okay, yes, hope you understand this concept, and we will see in the next class.